great Thursday morning for you, Saurabh, and for all our listeners and viewers. It's a very, very important day at the Paris Olympics. It's an action-packed Thursday. When writing the schedule yesterday, we were like wondering where to fit what, how do we cover all this. The athletics event started with men's 20-kilometer race walk that is going on as we speak. And in such events, it's about finishing in the top 20. It's about making a mark. It's about achieving your personal best. And I think India will do well with Parul also there later in the day. Priyanka Goswami later in the day. Yeah. But Saurabh, let's start this with what we did in boxing. Lovlina is there within the reach of a medal. Nishant Dev is there within the reach of a medal. And Nikat Zareen, two-time world champion, will be in action on Thursday. Are we getting closer to that 10 mark, Saurabh? Can we dream about it? I'm not asking are we getting closer. We still have only 2 medals.
Yes.
With both coming in shooting. And there is plenty more to look forward to in shooting as well. But is this a reality halfway, or we are reaching the halfway mark of the Paris Olympics? Is this now a reality?
Definitely. I mean, if you look at it, Lovlina Borgohain and Nishant Dev, 2 boxers of India, they won their bouts. And one more win, a medal is assured. So 2 more wins and 2 medals assured, which will make your medal tally count to 4. And then you have a shooting final as we speak after some time, where Swapnil Kusale will be fighting it out in the final. Then we have Siftkar Samra's qualification match today only when we are speaking. Then tomorrow we have Manu again fighting for a gold qualification. So definitely, I mean, 2 we have won, 2 in boxing, 2 other in shooting. It's 6. Then Neeraj Chopra defends his title. It's 7.
Yeah.
Then you have got our legendary weightlifter Mirabai.
Yeah.
She wins 8. 2 more medals. Maybe Avinash Sable wins 1. We will definitely
wrestling.
Wrestling may will 10 medals.
Yeah.
You
make it sound easy, Saurabh. You make it sound easy.
No, it's not me. When I'm watching our athletes competing in every day, when I'm watching in different disciplines, I have realized one thing, that this Indian team is not there just to compete. They are fighting out for the medals. They are giving their personal best. Yeah. For example, day for yesterday, in the last podcast, we talked about Dheeraj Bhamadera. Yeah. He got knocked out. Okay, fine. But we were heartbroken because he gave his best and got knocked out. So people are giving their best. Even in archery, yes, in the teams round, men's and women's, we did not perform to our best. But then what happened? You see how Deepika performed, how Bhajan Kaur performed. And today, I think another archer of ours, Praveen Jadhav, is going to fight. So there are a lot of athletes who are actually competing for the medals, and they're fighting it out with their personal best attitude. So this matters.
If you talk about it, Saurabh, fighting it out, there's no better example than Sreeja, Akula and Manika Batra.
Oh, yes.
What they have done. It was Sreeja's birthday yesterday, and she came up with a lovely, wonderful fight, and she won her round of 16, and then she couldn't progress beyond that. It was a heartbreaking final, heartbreaking 3 quarterfinals if you had watched that. Against the world number 1 from China. She won the first 2. She was about to win the first two games. She had game points in both the games. But that inexperience of, and that pressure of being there with the best, and the way she battled over the first 2 games, if you had seen it, Saurabh, I was like, okay, I was starting to see the match, and then I learned about the ranking of the opponent. I'm like, okay, Sreeja is actually making her work.
Yes.
It was, she had 4 game points or something in the second game, and she let it go. But after that, you expect a world number 1, if you give 2 opportunities, you're not going to make it beyond that, right?
Yeah,
if you let go of 2 game point opportunities, you're going to have it difficult. But Sreeja and Manika have kind of made waves by reaching the round of 16. For the first time, they became the first set of paddlers to reach the round of 16. And unfortunately, it was Sreeja's birthday yesterday. She won 1 match, but she couldn't outclass the world number 1. But coming back to that point, everybody, gone are the days when you just go there probably to make up numbers, compete, get knocked out in the first, second rounds. Every contingent now believes that they can pull it off. Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, we have been very consistent. And I think that is slowly translating into the Olympics as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at it, in the last Olympics, there was so much hullabaloo because of COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
But we went there and we won 7 medals. Our hockey team ended their drought.
Yeah.
Neeraj Chopra won an elusive gold in track and field.
Yeah.
And then you see, when you come to Paris Olympics, all these athletes, it seems that there is a positive vibe that yes, we are here to make it count.
Yeah.
Simply.
And if you look at the scorecard, Saurabh,
Yeah.
if you look at Sreeja Akula's scorecard, if you watch it after 3 days, Yingshaw Sun, world number 1, it's 4-0. That won't tell you the story.
No,
Unless and until you saw what she did.
No, scorecards never tell you the full story.
Yeah.
The fight in that field,
Yeah.
on that mat,
Yeah.
on that, it's different.
Yeah.
And the way Sreeja Akula and Manika Batra, because they have raised the level of our table tennis
Yeah.
a notch up.
Yeah.
And maybe in the next Olympics, who knows, they will go 2 more rounds up, fight for the medal. Because they are improving Olympics by Olympics. This is not like you are not improving. They have done their best. And, for Sreeja Akula, playing 2 matches in the same day, and it happens to be her birthday. One you win, and then next you face against the world number 1 and you lose. So it's a little bit heartbreaking, but you need to applaud the fighting spirit of Sreeja and Manika both.
If we're talking about the scorecard, Deepika's scorecard will tell you she won.
Yeah.
But she we spoke about it in yesterday's Olympic Tales podcast itself, that she probably has to raise her level if she has to, live up to the expectations of the people of the country. She reached the quarterfinal last time, but she has to be there. She has to, improve a little bit, because she was, luck favored her a lot in that day. But at the same time, Dheeraj Bomudevara gave his best, still got knocked out.
Yeah, this is why they say
Yeah.
your talent, hard work, and luck.
A little bit of
everything-
luck, right?
Everything matters. You need to have every bit of it to win a medal, to do your best, to gain everything that you can. And while we are talking about table tennis, let's talk about HS Pranay. He's playing his first Olympics at the age of 32.
Yeah.
He lost his first set, and then he made a comeback. He won the game. And in less than 24 hours, he's going to face his compatriot, his junior, Lakshya Sen, in the pre-quarters.
There is one request to the IOC.
Yeah.
Just go back to the rule where you never allowed 2 people from the same country to meet in the early part of the knockout stages. I understand, like, you have to continuously perform through the year to get the seedings right. Lakshya was not seeded, Pranay was seeded. But, whom will you support? Whoever wins, it will be a bittersweet feeling, right?
Absolutely.
If you ask Vimal Kumar, I think Rahul Rawat of India Today did an interview with Vimal Kumar. He kind of said that probably HS Pranay, Lakshya Sen is kind of 10 years younger than HS Pranay, and HS Pranay has played 1 game more than Lakshya on the previous day. Probably the energy levels for Lakshya will be more. But whenever they have met, I have seen whenever they have met, sparks have flown. And Pranay has this habit. Beat an Indian, go to the next round and probably lose. Pranay, if you're winning this, go all the way. Go all the way. That's what we want to see. And to be fair, probably Victor Axelsen is a league above the rest. But I think either Lakshya or Pranay can go all the way. What do you think, Saurabh?
Definitely. As you rightly said, even I request this to IOC.
Yeah.
Maybe if you want the compatriots to fight it out, maybe in the semi-finals, maybe in the finals, don't do in pre-quarters and quarters.
IOC is saying play well throughout the year, earn a seeding and
yes,
get it
we
there.
accept that our shuttlers did not play well throughout the year, but they're making it count at the highest level. They have reached the pre-quarters, and both of them they have their different journeys. Because Lakshya, as you rightly said, he's probably 10 years younger than HS Pranay, and HS Pranay has probably played 1 more game than Lakshya in last 24 hours. But it all comes down to that 1 game. Because the whole country would want both of them to win, but sadly, only one can go through.
Yeah.
And I would request HS Pranay, Lakshya, both of them, whoever wins, if you are beating your compatriot, beat everyone else, and at least try for that gold medal. Because it has never happened that an Indian men's badminton player has ever won an Olympic medal. So Sachi, Pranay and Lakshya, at least 2 should win a medal.
Sachi will be playing their quarterfinal on Thursday. They're facing the world number 3 from Malaysia, whom they don't have a very good record against them, but in the recent matches they've played well. But you can't count Sachi out, right? Sachi, that feeling of fear that they have induced in opposition.
Brothers of Destruction. As they call
I
them.
hope the Brothers of Destruction come to the party. And PV Sindhu as well, the legendary Prakash Padukone, speaking to India Today, said, yes, it might be difficult for Sindhu to win a medal, but it's not impossible. And you can never count Sindhu out. She'll be facing a familiar opponent, He Bengjiao of China, in the pre-quarterfinal, and things will get tougher after this. Hopefully, India have a great day in badminton, and when we join you tomorrow, we will get you only good news about the Indian badminton contingent and the Indian shooting contingent. But before we go, Saurabh, athletics starts on Thursday. And like we discussed plenty of times in the past, Neeraj Chopra is one real medal contender, one probably, in a sense, how do you put it? He is all but assured of a
Definitely,
gold.
he's going to win a gold. He's a defending champion, Olympic defending champion.
Yeah.
So you'll expect him to go and defend that title.
Yeah, but there are other people as well whom we have to look at, who are capable of making the final, like, an Avinash Sable.
Yeah.
Murali Srishankar is unfortunately not there, but if Jaswin Aldrin can do it, probably reach the final and compete with the likes of Tentaglu, it'll be wonderful to see. And Parul Chaudhary, she will be in 2 events, the women's 3,000 meter and the 5,000 meter race. It's going to be, an action. All that we want, like we previously said, all that we wish to see is these track and field athletes giving their personal best, achieving their season best, and, making a mark, saying that Indians in this heat, okay, they are not here to compete. They are probably here to, challenge you. That's something that I want to see. And the relay teams, let's not forget them, 4x400 meter relay teams are there. So I genuinely hope that athletics is a gold and another medal.
Definitely. You talked about so many people. We have Annu Rani, we have
Tajinder,
Tajinder Par.
yes, of course.
So all these athletes, Neeraj Chopra has given them that hope. And with Manu Bhaker doing what she has done in this Olympics, each one of that contingent, each Indian member of that contingent is hoping to give their best. They are pumped up. And I just hope, I don't know if they'll win medals or not, apart from Neeraj, but I just want them to give their personal best. That is what matters. Because your personal best can give you a medal. It might happen that somebody else is having a better personal best, but you at least give your personal best and make us proud. That is what we want. And medals will come. Definitely will come, because all your hard work, it will actually convert into medals for India. But please give your personal best, each one of you.
In the 29-member contingent, hopefully, yes. It's going to be fun as well from now on. The 100-meter crowning moment, the 200-meter crowning moment. There's a lot of stories to bring to you. But if you do have your feedback, please send them in on 8588 966 996. You could also email us on pods@indiatoday.com. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please do leave your comment. We'll be so happy to learn your feedback. Thank you. Have a great week.